Hey everyone, we are live today. It is Friday afternoon and this is Technicolor Mike B with another live episode of the Technicolor Mike B show. I've been recording these on Facebook for the last month, and I'm now moving them over to YouTube. So welcome to the latest episode of the Technicolor Mike B show live on YouTube. So if you're new to the show, each episode will usually include me with a new face paint design to show off. Today's design is a dragon. And for the rest of the show, I will talk about what's going on in my life and the world around, skipping any of the politic talks, so we don't do politics on this show. Probably tell a few jokes. And this month I am trying for the new feature of the month, doing a balloon design. For those of you who don't know me, outside of my 9-to-5 life and recording videos on YouTube or Facebook, I am a children's entertainer. I do balloons and or face painting at parties. So yeah, I have 10 years experience doing balloon designs, have come up with a variety of designs that I like to do, and I'm going to share them. It's not really a tutorial, it's more a demonstration or just something for me to do to keep busy while I'm chit-chatting instead of just sitting here. So yeah, this is what the Technicolor Mike B show is all about. So right now it is Friday night. That means the weekend is right about ready to get started. It is raining outside. We had some pretty heavy rain yesterday at this time, and then again another round of rain around 10 o'clock. I guess the rain or some of the storms knocked some power out. When I got on Facebook this morning, people asking, is your power on? Is it off? And then as I was making breakfast and using the toaster, everything went dark. The TV went silent and my power went out. I'm like, oh, well, I guess me too. Fortunately, it was only out for a minute, just long enough to make all the clocks in the house flash midnight, and have to be reset, but came back on. So I don't know if they were working on restoring power to the other people who lost their power and in the process had to interrupt power to make the connections, or what happened, or if it was related to that or not. But that was my excitement for the morning. Hopefully that is the only power outage, or at least definitely not gonna have one during my live show on YouTube. That would not be fun, because without power, the computer, the internet, and all that other stuff goes dead. The camera, the microphone, everything sort of needs electricity, because I'm doing this on a computer and not just my cell phone. So I said I was going to do a balloon design. Didn't I mention something about doing a balloon design? So yeah, I've done balloons for 10 years at different events and parties. But with the whole stay at home, safer at home, just about all the events I had scheduled were canceled. So my last event was actually middle of March. And I haven't really done a lot of designs since then. No, it's been pretty quiet. I guess a few people early on were asking, can you deliver some balloons or just come to our house for a private party, just the family, the kids gonna be there. And I'm like, I really rather just take the time off right now than try to do a party during the height of the unknown with COVID-19. So I really haven't been doing a lot of balloons lately. As I mentioned, I think on yesterday's episode, I did a handful of balloons for like Mother's Day and Easter, just for myself, so I'd have some pictures to share on Facebook and Instagram. But haven't really gotten into the whole making balloons on a larger scale in a while, so this is my first foray back into playing with my balloons. Hopefully I remember the designs and the balloons cooperate and don't pop too much. So if a kid asked me for a dragon, depending on the event, I try not to make it a huge dragon. Kids have to be able to carry it around, or sometimes their parents are really the ones that'll be carrying it around. But and I guess my dragons and dinosaurs are sometimes interchangeable designs. That you put wings on a dinosaur and suddenly it's a dragon. You take the wings off a dragon and suddenly it's a dinosaur again. Yeah, balloons, they're easy to just snap off once you learn the trick of how to do it. They're sort of like if you're using fabric or something, a balloon, you just use as much as you need and cut off the rest. Oh, I forgot. I had some jokes prepared about dragons, so we might as well chit-chat a bit and see how things go. Why did the dragon get fat? Why would a dragon get fat? Well, it seemed he was an ogre eater. Yes. The dragon was an ogre eater, and ogres are fat, so they get fat. Yep, it's like junk food for dragons. Don't eat an ogre if you don't want to get fat. That's the moral of the story. Why do dragons sleep during the day? Yes, your dragon is a nocturnal creature, means it's up when we're asleep. Well, the dragon has to sleep during the day because it seems to need to fight knights at night. Yes, sleep during the day so you can fight knights. What do you call a medieval place of learning? Yes, if you were back in the medieval days and wanted to get an education, where would you go? Well, that would be your night school. Yes, back in the day, that's where you got your education, at the night school. How can you tell how much a dragon weighs? Dragons are pretty big. Fortunately, they come with their own scales, so you can find out how much they weigh. Yeah, I guess the balloon's a little bit too close to the video. You can't really see the whole dragon. He's got just a little itsy bitsy body right now. Yeah, I gotta figure out where to put the camera so that you can see what I'm doing a little better. Either that or I guess I need to choose some smaller designs. Balloons everywhere. Oh, so where were we on our jokes? What do dragons do before the big game? Yeah, I guess in the dragon world they still have their sports. They're not talking about how to reopen. They don't have to worry about it. But when they have a big game, dragons really do like to get fired up. So here is my fire-breathing, flying dragon flying across the screen. Yep, it's got the burst of flame sticking out of its mouth. Oiled it up a little bit better. So it's shooting flames and got its two wings. Give it a poodle tail. So there is my dragon balloon. Yeah, it's a little bit too big to display, I guess, on the video. You can see it flying by. Are we twinsies? I'm not fire breathing. So that was just playing with a dragon. I guess I should come up with a small, compact one, more size of a dog or something more handheld. So the face paint designs, I've been doing, I lost track. I think I'm on like 80 designs since middle of March when all this began. Most designs begin with a sketch or two where I will draw out the design, come up with placement of what it should look like, come up with what colors I want. So you can see that it had the 5 spikes on the head, the big teeth, the 2 spikes, the orange and yellow colors. This was actually the first version of the drawing, just in small form. I improved upon it for the bigger copy. Didn't change too much between the small one and the big one, but so that's most of the designs. If they're not something I do, I'll look at other pictures of designs, either the design I've done or search the internet for designs that other people have done, try to come up with what I like and don't like about the various designs. And for the first designs, I was trying to push the boundary on every design, making it as fancy or realistic or complex. And then more recently I've been shifting towards, let's simplify the designs, make them faster, because I'm finding this is using up more of my time than I really want it to. So instead of adding all of these scales and the spots and other things I could have put on this design, even using a stencil for some of the colors, I left them off. It's just a little bit of shading. So you got the highlights, the yellow colors are the highlight tones, and use black and brown as the shadow, the darkened tones. So it's got the dark lines. Some of that's got some shading in it, but not super lot. This is probably a little bit more complex than I would want to do if I had a long line of kids waiting. But if I'm doing a small birthday party with like 10 kids, I can usually spend a little bit more time per kid on the design, which means the designs can be a little bit more complicated and interesting. With kid designs, a lot of them I will cut the design off so that it doesn't include too much of the mouth area. That A, saves me time on doing the design, and B, if they're going to eat, their chin and points below are where the mess gets made and they have to wipe it. So if there's a design there, then they wind up coming back to me and, can you fix whatever it is? It's like if it a puppy dog, its tongue's sticking out, got rubbed off or something. But if I keep the mouth area open on their face, if they make a mess eating, they can clean it up without really wiping the whole design away. But when I do my face, I like to do it as a full face design. So I always extend it down, and I have, with the short hair and the mohawk, I can often do designs further out. If you had a kid and they had like bangs and whatnot, his hair's going to cover, or her hair is going to cover their forehead. You're not going to see that part of the design. Do you see how much that takes away of the interest of the design and being able to tell what it is? So you have to work with the design and the kid, the size of their head, the shape of their head, how much room you have above their eyes. Do they have a big forehead, or is it covered under a hat and hair? Are they wearing glasses? So it's like every design you have to really modify to work with the kid that you're going to be painting the design on. It's not just sort of one design fits everyone, unless you're just doing a smaller cheek design. I know there's a few cool designs, more of the dinosaurs that have like, you have the dino mouth, and then like the neck goes up, and then you have the legs, so it's standing over here, and its neck is leaning into your mouth, and I think like its tail is curled up on your forehead. So it's different concepts of designs. I know I see some people that just do an eye mask and above, to give the kid dragon eyes. Again, that gives it speeds up the design for the face painter, less design, less time, so you can get more kids in. And it also helps if they're gonna be eating a lot, that their eye designs are less likely to get messed up, unless of course the kid's crying or something because they fell over and skinned their knee. But yeah, it's the hazards of doing a face paint design is trying to do it that it's going to last as long as possible. The kid's going to jump in the swimming pool 3 minutes later. That design's not going to last very long. Although I guess they do make some waterproof alcohol-based face paints that can be waterproof, but I don't use them for events. I've played with them a bit for myself, but not to do at events. So that's just a little chit chat. It is Friday. That means the weekend is upon us. I don't really have big plans for the weekend. I'm probably going to get up at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning and hit the grocery store when it opens so it's not too crowded. I might actually do Walmart instead of the grocery store just because Walmart offers a little bit more. I've been bouncing back and forth between 2 grocery stores because each one has a slightly different selection, different brands. One of them has I think a better meat selection usually, but even that's been hit or miss sometimes. Yeah, normally I wouldn't care about which grocery store. I wouldn't put too much thought into it because if they don't have what I need, I can just on the way home from work tomorrow stop at another store and pick it up. But with the whole safer at home right now, A, I'm not driving to work, which means I'm not driving past the store every day, and B, I'm trying to limit how many trips I make and how much time I spend at the stores and how many stores I'm visiting, because the more time I spend out, the more places you go, the more opportunities there is to get infected with COVID-19. So that puts like so much more emphasis on shopping, and like the first few weeks I couldn't find the hand soap, the laundry detergent, the dishwashing detergent, toilet paper and paper towels. It's like we're almost 3 months into this and some of the stores don't really have a full selection of those products yet. It's like who had a 3-month supply of paper towels and soap and toilet paper and everything ready? I know I usually go to BJ's Wholesale Club, and I was on vacation when this all started, so it's like I didn't want to buy a bunch of stuff before going on vacation and then didn't have a chance to go afterwards. So yeah, I needed some things, and the first few weeks I was spending a lot of time on the internet checking the Target website to see, can I get it? What store has it? Can I order it for pickup, delivery? Checking the Target website, checking the various grocery store websites, checking Amazon, looking for stuff. Fortunately, that worst part of this is over. I can say that I have enough of everything that if I don't get it this week, hopefully I'll get it next week. So I have the paper towels and the laundry detergents taken care of right now, but hopefully stores will get back to normal even more than they have so far. So yeah, I don't have big plans for the weekend. I was thinking tonight I might order some Chinese food, have it delivered. It's raining, so save me from having to go out. And I don't really know if too many places expect dragons to come walking in the door to pick up their order. Yes, this is a mask of sorts, but I don't think that's what they mean when they tell you to wear a mask when you're out in public. So, I guess we've reached the end of this episode of the Technicolor Mike B Show. So, until my next episode, which I'll probably have a new face paint design, maybe another balloon to share, more jokes, more things to talk about, who knows. If you have an idea about something you'd like to see, leave a comment. I have a handful of designs already picked out, and I'm still trying occasionally to do a makeup tutorial video, so if a design is more cosplay full face of interest, I might do it as the primary focus of the episode. Never know. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye. This has been Technicolor Mike B bringing you an episode of the Technicolor Mike B Show. Thanks for watching. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile.